Hey everyone, Jonathan Roth from Roth Acquisitions. This is just a short video to tell anyone who's watching what we do at Roth Acquisitions. Essentially, we're a small, I could say, boutique firm focused on small business acquisitions. So it would be smaller than the middle market, and generally businesses, I would say, in the $1 to $5 million valuation range, up to $6 million. So we could say $1 to $6 million, mostly $1 to $5 million. So we're firmly focused in the small business arena. We generally look for discretionary earnings, cash flow of $300,000 minimum, all the way up to $1.5 million. Could go a little higher, depending, but that's pretty much the sweet spot. Really, the sweet spot, $300,000 to $1.5 million. Businesses with an opportunity for growth, service, manufacturing, distribution, businesses that have been around for at least, I would say, 5 years, preferably 10 years plus. These are essentially opportunities where someone is looking for succession, someone's looking for a lifestyle change. We're talking about the owner, he's looking for a succession, or he or she is looking for a succession, looking for a lifestyle change, and they're looking for a company to come in that can assume the responsibilities for the business, obviously buy the business from them. Preferably, we do 100% transitions, so we would be buying out 100% of the business. We're not so much focused on buying out percentages, although in certain situations it may be an option, but generally the strategy is to buy out 100%. We take over the business, we're gonna grow it, we're gonna preserve the legacy, and we really help provide a succession plan. So the owner has kids, maybe who don't want to go into the business, or he wants to, maintain the income from his business without actually working in the business. He wants a lifestyle change, retirement, what have you. We have a lot of experience in many different arenas, like investing, real estate, and other businesses that are more passive investments, and also the opportunity to invest with us directly as a more passive investor in our small business investment, which generates a better return than just putting your money into the market. There's a lot of different options we can provide for someone for succession of their business, because this is the main concern for every business owner. Like, what are you going to do after you sell? You're not going to get the same income as you did before. You're selling at a 3 to probably 4 times, maybe 5 times multiple of a really solid business of what you earn yearly. So basically, you're going to be selling at 3 times the amount what you're earning every year. So you're earning $1 million, you're going to sell for probably $3 million. If you have a very strong business, you may sell for $4 million. If you have an amazing business in a high growth industry, you may sell for $5 million. But still, at the maximum, it's going to be 5 years of earning. You could work in the business for 5 more years. You're going to earn $5 million, and then you can still exit for the same amount if you don't grow it at all, or exit at even greater amount if you grow it more. It's a big stumbling block for a lot of business owners. It's like, why should I sell when I could just stay in the business longer, earn money, and then sell later? That's an individual, personal question, obviously. Why should a business owner sell if you want to retire at some point? You say, enough is enough. I've taken it to the level that I can take it to. And you want to sell it also before it starts declining, because if the interest in the business, the passion kind of leaves, then the business is more likely to go on a downward trend versus transferring it to someone who has the passion to take it up. A younger owner who's hungry, more of a hustling mindset, can come into a business. As long as he knows what he's doing, he or she knows what they're doing, and they can take the business to a much higher level than someone who might be there for 30 years, even though they have so much more experience, because the younger person is bringing fresh blood, they're bringing new experience, they're bringing technology savvy. They may be willing to invest in more things such as marketing and doing actually sales, rather than just relying on referrals and relationships to bring the business. Long-standing relationships, obviously those are the best, but to grow a business, sometimes it's not enough. We need to bring outside marketing. We need to bring increased sales efforts. We need to bring use of technology. These are all things that a younger owner can bring to a business to bring it to the next level. So what we do is really reach a business owner at that point where they're ready to sell, or where they're thinking about selling, and advise in that process how to exit the business elegantly, how to exit it in a way that will preserve the money gain, because maybe it's a $3 million exit, maybe it's a $5 million, maybe it's a 10. Whatever it is, we want to make sure that we're preserving that money and putting it in the right areas so it can continue to grow, or we're taking the money and maybe the children want to start a different business, and they want to buy a different business, and what are the best ways to do that? Or do we want to invest that into real estate for cash flow, and or do we want to, invest it into the markets for dividends? We have experts. I'm personally not an expert in investing into the markets or managing money or even real estate, even though I have a lot of experience in real estate. But we have members and associates that we work with who are experts. And our job is basically to put you in contact with the expert in that specific field that we don't focus on. What we focus on is small business, buying them, selling them, running them. That's essentially what our focus is on. That's what we built the company on in Europe, and now that we brought to America is the fundamentals of small business. It doesn't really matter where you are in the world, at least in the Western world. I can't speak for running a small business in Africa or China, as I've never done it, but Europe and America is they're fairly similar. They're almost identical when it comes to business, except for just regulatory issues and different things that you could experience from state to state or country to country. Essentially, our focus is on buying the business, ensuring the transaction is successful, and if we can't buy the business, referring you to the best buyer or best intermediary who can help you then sell that business if we're not a buyer for your specific business, because we want to make sure that we're a fit as well. Not every business is perfect for us or is a fit for us, and we are not a fit for every single business owner. There are different paths, and we recognize that. So if we're not the right fit, we will refer you to a top intermediary in our network that will successfully sell your business for what you want to get for it, and that's free of charge. A lot of our business is built on goodwill, so it's very important to us to maintain that goodwill, to pass it on and to build it over time. It's like an asset basically. Goodwill is an asset. It's like a pile. It gets you higher and higher levels because it's like a mountain. It's piling up of goodwill. So if we can help you get hooked up with the right accountant after you've sold your business, with the right investment guy who's going to make sure you preserve and grow that wealth in perpetuity for your next generations, with the correct attorneys that can help you throughout the transaction and help you protect your wealth with trusts and things of that nature, with the correct commercial real estate people to either sell your real estate if it's included in the business, or find new cash flowing real estate in America, abroad, or wherever you decide the best place for you to invest. It's a very important step I found with people who are exiting businesses, especially in the older, in the retirement age, is what to do with the money from the business, or even younger owners that maybe want to retire at a younger age. They've hustled, they built something, they might be in their late 40s or in their 50s or a little bit younger than the traditional retirement age, but they still are looking for ways that they can exit their business and have that lifestyle that they wanted when they were younger, they sacrificed for at the older age. And there are ways to do that with certain investment vehicles. Again, myself, I'm not the expert with it, but we pride ourselves in cultivating a network of professionals that can help you grow your wealth even after post business. Obviously, there's very few, if any, investment vehicles that will grow your wealth at the same level as actually owning and running a small business, or a large business for that matter. Owning and running a business, it's pretty much the best and fastest way to build wealth, but it's also quite hands-on. It's not absentee, whatever anyone says, or rarely absentee. Growing and running and operating small business and operating this world is fairly, it's high intensity. It's every day, it's something new, it's issues, it's navigating markets, it's decision making. So it's a very active thing. It's a high reward, and you make a higher income, obviously, from running a successful business, but it's also way more taxing. It's way more time investment. So this is why people exit. It's more of a lifestyle choice, as retirement also is essentially, it's a lifestyle choice, wanting to retire, especially for a business owner. If you work in a company at 65 years old, they may essentially force you to retire, and then you can't really get another job after that. But with business ownership, we could technically work until we die. But lifestyle dictates that the majority of people do not prefer that, lawyers excluded. I know lawyers, they want to work, they can do the best when they're 80 years old, they want to keep going until attorneys, attorneys watch it. My dad is an attorney, so I know attorneys, they never want to retire. But I digress. Back to the point, what we do is really look at it in a holistic way for people who want to sell their businesses. We're a direct buyer. We're not really a broker. Our goal is not to sell your business to someone else. We'll give you a direct offer to buy the business directly from the broker. And if doesn't end up working out, we have many brokers in our network that we can refer you to if you decide that's the right decision for you, is to sell with a broker. The most effective way ultimately to sell a business is with a broker. Put it on the market at a realistic price that can actually sell, most likely, and you're going to get more interest from buyers than if you just go try to sell yourself. It's quite complex process. Doing a small business transaction, if you've never done it before, and you can sell yourself, and we help you by buying directly from you. If you're a small business owner, we can help you hold your hand through that process. If you prefer, we can actually refer you to a broker as well. Obviously, they will take a fee to represent you on your end, or you can be represented by a lawyer. Don't always recommend that because lawyers tend to be a little bit adversarial in terms of they're there more to protect you than to close a deal a lot of the time. But if you get the right lawyer who's on your side, he recognizes that you want to close the deal, you can do it as well. So again, summarize, we're a holistic business buyer, and we look for healthy, strong, small businesses, anywhere from 300,000 in cash flow all the way up to around 1.5 million. We don't really go below 300,000, but in select circumstances we can go above, and we're looking for things that we're gonna operate. We're gonna preserve the legacy. We're gonna listen to you and seek your guidance in really taking this business, taking what you've created over the years to the next level, and helping you preserve that legacy. And not just the legacy of your business, your financial legacy as well, by doing every single thing that we can, not just to buy the business from you and leave you with the money but no plan, which is not a good place to be. What we want to do is leave you in a better situation where you have another plan for the future, which could be either to buy another business if you're younger and you want to keep going, or even if you're older and you want to keep going, you might want to just buy something else. You want to relocate somewhere else and buy a business there. Or maybe you want to invest in the markets, get dividends, just have a very passive strategy, just kind of to ensure that your wealth is going to stay. Or you can invest more as, like we call it, like a mini family office, where you're investing with us in deals, but passively. So you're just investing, you get equity, the percentage of the deals that we do on this end. Or once we're going to start creating a fund where we invest in all of our deals, or in bigger deals. Obviously there's more risk, I'm not going to lie, compared to that. There's always more risk if it's a higher reward investment. It's really up to you. There's many avenues, and we're here to help you define what you will do the day after. You got to know what am I going to do when I get this big cash windfall, what to do with it. Maybe you already have a ton of ideas, and that's awesome if you already have a ton of ideas of what to do, but you may not really know what is the next step once you get all that cash, to be able to preserve it, to be able to grow it for the future, for your family, or to do whatever you want with it. But preserving money is very important as well. Preserving money once you have it and growing it is key. So at Roth Acquisitions, what we want to do is this, be your trusted advisor, someone you can come to bounce ideas off of, to get really comfortable in, do I want to sell my business? When do I want to sell it? How do I want to sell it? What do I want to do with the money afterwards? When the transaction is closed, how can I be connected with the right people that are going to help me along? How can I build my team that's going to help me along on my journey? And that's what we're really about. It's kind of, we're here to celebrate with you everything that you've accomplished over the years with your business, and really ensure that your legacy is preserved over the long term, because this is what is going to be the thing that people will remember you for, is your legacy. What did you bring to the world? What could you pass on to the future generations of your family? What could you create? Were you the one who started this company, and then it grew and it grew and it grew into the next level? And this is really what drives us every day. That's our passion, is to help people realize that dream that they've been building over the years, and to preserve that legacy and to grow it and to make it the best that it can possibly be. So look at our website, feel free to give us a call, discuss, and we're always open, we're always happy to discuss, we love meeting new people. If you want to come, you give me a call. If you're in the area, right now I'm in Florida, I'm going to be moving to South Carolina soon, within the next couple months or so. We're going to be relocating. So if you're in the area or on the entire East Coast, say the word. We love to meet new people, we love to travel, we love to experience, we love to learn about new businesses, we love to learn about new people, and see if we can have a synergy to do business with each other And if it's a possibility to create something even greater from the things that already exist, because there's so much value locked into all the small businesses of America, it's really amazing, and it's really a terrific opportunity that is going to be passed on to the next generation. I know it's hard to let go, but it's still a terrific opportunity for the old generation to hand down what they've done to the younger generation and continue that legacy that they have built, which is really just simply incredible. So give us a call, send us a message, follow on social media, like the video. Roth Acquisitions, my name is Jonathan Roth, and I hope to speak to you soon.